assistance no Ghana likely opponent a share assistance yenya moya sa opponent in some way no yene Portugal ena ebeshia ka ebi no de aba confirmed but Ghana game ayebu the transgender project check the mame na yebisa unso wutie wa we no a similar question ena mebisa mu nyina say na usipe no se Ghana wini and se Ghana draw against Croatia projections from round of 32 I could see quarterfinals me say this yet in case a China game no see a winning and I see a draw round of 32 yebeshia Portugal round of 16 likely opponent is Spain na quarterfinals likely opponents no US and Egypt in case say ye winning and I see a draw na all things be no projection no round of 32 Portugal, round of 16 Spain, quarterfinals US or Egypt. Sakoba say ye lose against Croatia. Now you qualify as one of the best third place teams are. Round of 32, you be share Colombia. Round of 16, you be share Switzerland. Quarterfinals, Argentina. We are Ghana ni mimi enu dia na wo Sir, you winning and I see a draw. Likely opponent, you know, Portugal, Spain, and likely opponent in the round of 32, Portugal, round of 16, Spain, quarterfinals, US or Egypt. Say you lose against Croatia, likely opponent, round of 32, Colombia, round of 16, Switzerland, and quarterfinals, Argentina. See, say, I must say, and right by the Mimusu, any lose. And I see a more draw. Yeah, you 7 points now. Group. Mr. Christian.
Yeah, Andy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Na bibiaboko.
Oh, nyamia dong bibia dadi.
Ene nyankopo ase. Ene de yakofa abani o.
But yeah, na me pese me hwe the extreme. Bia nim se Ghana qualify. Koma me didia no no. Bandi e wajuma there is still a slight possibility say Ghana may not qualify if you lose. But a extreme probability of Ghana qualifying bigger than CM qualify. Bandi say 2% chance of Ghana not qualifying. Should we ignore the 2% chance? Once there's a possibility,
it should be looked at.
Oshe World Cup na Medica can say a minor is our third best place teams no. Likely say Omombe qualify using that criteria no. 84 points be qualify.
Yeah.
Now Oshe group A na Obiye no obenya 3 points, obenya 4 points the third. Was ya bowi. Ya bowi no. Mexico nya 9. South Africa nya 4 points but the second. Nti on the third best place no on count. They will be third in that group no. South Korea onya 3 points. Nti South Korea out. Now over A group B Andy Switzerland enya 7 points. Canada enya 4. The third best place team in that group no na the third place team in that group no Bosnia. Andy chire Bosnia enya 4 points. Goal difference of -1. Odidi third. Now group C no obien one ma onya 4 points. Brazil nya 7. Morocco nya 7. Scotland enya third. Enya 3 points. 18 4 points no way out. Oba A group D USA nya 6. Australia nya 4. Paraguay edi third enya 4. Onu nya 4 minus A2 goals. Into another 4 points. Now group E so no. Germany nya 6. Ivory Coast nya 6. Ecuador enya 4 points. No goal difference no 0. Another 4 points. Now yeba omo aka 2 matches na. Tisi ehwemu a omo manya 4 points betimi ya qualify no yenya 1 2 3 and 4 points for the whole Ghana so 4 points but Ghana 4 points no yen goal difference near +1 see Croatia depending on the margin of the loss maso ebia Croatia in the worst case scenario Ghana lose by 2-0 and now by 3-1 and your goal difference ever go into negative. So even though we may have 4 points in there, but bet me the countries in Libya we have 4 points, but not goal difference ABBTA. Bandi, so we be a group no manya sa hade bi mu a. Omo aka 2 matches no. Countries na aka omo about 2 matches na aka obi a 1 no. Say Egypt about 2 or 4 points. Iran 2, Belgium 2, New Zealand 1. Andy, cell group no mathematically obi enu obetimenya 4 points edited. Do you know why? Because Egypt na or top A group no. Botia Iran. Iran the chatwo. Say Egypt winia. Egypt ko 7. Iran winia. Iran ko 5. But I do not see Iran beating Egypt. Anything maybe Ghana interest. So I'm expecting Egypt to beat Iran. Egypt Iran. Egypt ko 7. Iran aka 2. Andy, Belgium any New Zealand neighbor. What do you think will happen? Belgium will beat New Zealand. Belgium New Zealander. Belgium ko 5 points. Tisa group no obi enu no mo a obi nya 4 points edited. Tisa group no metwam. Na uba A group H. Andy, very interesting. The amount group H interesting simple. Spain 4 points. Uruguay 2. Cape Verde 2. And Saudi Arabia 2. But you had it say Spain 4. And then Spain bought here Uruguay. Uruguay 2 points. What if Uruguay is a Spainer?
5 points.
Not Spain 4.
Yeah.
Then Cape Verde bought here Saudi. Cape Verde is a Saudi. Andy, Cape Verde also 5 points. Spain abedited at 4 points. But Spain 4 points, Spain goal difference +4. It's menya so say Spain be lose ya, obe lose by wada mani. E bia be 1-0 be. It is Spain may end. I'm saying may because Spain can also beat Uruguay.
Yeah.
But say Uruguay is a Spainer. The theory say Spain 4 points. Uruguay 5. Then Cape Verde also winning the game against Saudi Arabia. Not Cape Verde so 5. Not Spain be the third. Spain did the third and the Spain goal difference I was tossing here. Let's take note. Now group I there and the whole obi enu mo betimi de 3-4 points I finished third. Because France was 6. And I know we go 6. 2 teams now can obi any points. And then Senegal Senegal say France ni no win airborne.
Yeah.
Na Senegal bo against Iraq. Say Senegal cry winia and we have 3 points. This our group no there. Sa third best place teams no obi afrim. Argentina group no. Argentina was 6. Austria was 3. Algeria was 3. And Jordan was 0. Andy. Argentina and Jordan able. So we are expecting Argentina to win.
Yeah.
So Argentina win here. What if Austria any Algeria will draw?
Algeria will 4 points. No,
Austria will 4 points. Until already third, another team also the 4 points, 83rd in that group. But Algeria goal difference here -2. What I say, and it's see lose now. You're making sure that Ghana's goal margin, and running into negative also. Now, Okoye Group K, Andy, Group K no Colombia 6, Portugal 4, DRC 1, Uzbekistan 0. Andy, DRC now 1 point a goal difference of -1. But DRC ni one able. DRC bought here Uzbekistan. I'm sure we are expecting DRC to win. Say DRC win here. For instance, we win by 2-0. DRC say over 4 points. Now the goal difference number +1. To Ghana +1. See Colusia. Yen goal difference now +1. Ebe go into negative and ebe go 0. So DRC may get 4 points, but with a better goal difference, Andy, you best let you move ahead of Ghana. And you know, now some for kana yeah the best way a bit me avoid all these extreme mathematics and calculation is that against a Croatia no, Andy, let's make sure that we go into the game avoid a defeat simplicity. Root now can you know so
most of our root no and to some you and no common
and also maybe a befano so
and mathematics the ABC into the
befano so say here baby a befano ebi wono meba eba ko bono Canada ye bono Canada Thomas Partey will not be available.
Yeah,
Ghana di third, Ghana di second. Run 32 matches in Ghana be bono Canada. Canada used to know so much Partey remi. But now no Partey no boy no so chese Partey indispensable. Partey cannot replace Partey. And it's Ghana may play second. But a place second no ye kwa ko run 32 game no ewo Canada no so no regardless of the position and Ghana be here Partey. Yentimi sanya PB man so is it the party the Canada and the susura
and now one good friend of mine before SND message I know bisa say Partey ntimi san koi omutimi sanya appeal man am say the pending issue in there said that so the original so ka say omo deny Partey entry into the country no say no that's what exists the issue still exists.
Yes
and you know notwithstanding defense lawyers no Partey lawyers need the no still case now really in favor of them. Meaning, say issue now on still not a turn.
Defense in the very weak and tronc. Also, fairly, sir, a visa application form now. There's a specific place that says police.
And then you say, now, to me, sir, your reapplication now on fill form.
I'm sure that if I couldn't fill a form, no, not now you and say. Canada na a party what sa police report ni bi more and indicating no. But Ghana has a Kranandi who fill immigration who fill visa form biana. There's a portion as a police report biana or police case biana. You have to indicate whether yes or no. Then indicating no honomo. Amasaka change say party airborne the first World Cup. Yamana mo World Cup here. Party may miss this opportunity. Party bought the last World Cup. It in Toronto with the fairly form no acostian and Ghana may qualify and the mathematics we are extreme to cut everything. Now mathematics we are very useless is that Ghana should go in for a draw and I say yenche a Croatia and yenche Croatia still are no England be finishing level on points but England is playing against Panama. Ghana soon team shall do. Also, Ghana game no acquire 1 goal. The last 10 matches no. Make the last time Ghana share more than 1 goal. Ne in this Central Africa Republic they show 5-0 no. Since then games at twice no. Ghana besha yeshe 1. World Cup here benya about 2 matches. Among for near J Ghana consider goal. Yes, it is so obi anya beje. But Ghana so say just 1 goal in 2 matches. Ghana say 1 goal in 2 matches. But England against Panama 2018 World Cup no England actually Panama share 6. But that English team no sa English team na share Panama 6 no. A different from sa Panama team so share 6 no. Panama improve.
Yeah.
So I do not see England beating Panama by that margin. But England will win probably by 2 or 3 goals. So England winning by 3 or more goals even though we may win England be finishing level on points, but goal difference no. England be the first, this second, and we are going to play our matches or Canada. Partey ruled out.
Kobe Abranti on Facebook said there is a timeline for an immigration issue appeal. It's more than 30 days, and we usually need 30 days.
Effectively, the party and go Canada.
Well, Maxwell, say over path now. You're fine. Round of 16 Portugal, round of 32 Portugal. Round of 16 Spain, and then quarterfinals US Egypt. Now they say if you lose Ecuador, Switzerland, Argentina. What's it?
Opa sa mo fine.
Sana mi busawi.
Enram bisa wang ya kanda. Onenam sa. Andy, a very delicate situation. A situation where delicate ain't so simple, sir. Majority I say. Oh, shit, straight ain't simple. The baby will be an Anglo free baby will be also a point. Until we Ghanaians have to decide where we want to pass. Near Kobo home pie and that team nature. But also what I say. Because baby there are advantages and also disadvantages. You understand the point? One, Ghana yekwa World Cup and this year yekwa yedin.
Yekwa yade yekwa
na yedin.
Tani yekwa yedin. Na
yedin.
Osi yekwa ji.
Na yedin. Na the glory among mine the ringam edi amai mbacho wati ase. The enti a yewo ho no. Nti se sa na yekwa dia then breaking of setting of records and a matin be a big. Yeah, can teams be Braco World Cup? Other than Africa will be a Morocco as him. Because almost semi-final. Almost set a record. Almost 7 matches in a single World Cup. Almost semi-final. It is here will be a Morocco. Proud to that. Now still you can't Cameroon for so many years. And Senegal be equal. Ghana's be equal. Only says still Ghana. We still remember the South Africa World Cup the most. And on a second one, we see no more than even the first one. Why? Because ye adie enti e wo se ye kwaya adie enti one ne say ye match where ye ni Croatia bebo no and the edien na de be maman no se ye nya winner and edien na emfa maman no se ye nya winner me match or me principal say the aben na yedie say the aben na yedie the emben no ye duru where no will take care of itself. You understand? As Andy, oh, mamiska. Makasa, what dear Mrs. Scanner, me so what dear mange, but may train Christian. What about the Christian and family? Until you make hay while the sun shines. Until one, they say, Ghana and topic group or World Cup that. So, your best air draw, a second place near their qualify. Until you say Croatia, possibility of topping a group, no. Any another feather in our cup for
that possibility can only happen if England loses to Panama.
Yeah.
And England in Panama draw. Yeah. But do you see England drawing against Panama?
Yeah, maybe. But say in Sekurana, say England crowd bed draw bed cry, you still have to win. And some way to me at top table.
Of course.
Until we need to go out and win. Now, for the first time, Ghana top a group at the World Cup. That is a feather in our cup. I'm leading team now. That is my first instant. Two, they say. You know, sir, we've not considered a goal.
Yes.
This is just the second time Ghana call World Cup. What about back-to-back matches and the unconsidered goal? First one, you only lane a year. Once you lose to Italy, first one, you call first, second match and you unconsidered. And as I so about two on the unconsidered. It is a question 1-0 cry and I draw. Andy, it means that you caught 3 games in the group, you unconsidered goal. That will also become an African record.
2006, you know. Yes, check we not any US, you know. I think say we won 2-1. We conceded.
Samu. Yeah, second match. Any USA 2-1, right?
Yeah, it was 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. Yeah. And say it is the first time like I say you call 3 games without say you conceded. I hope you understand. And say you conceded and also another record for Ghana. Again, in the history of the World Cup, Makasa Morocco ni African country Andy. Omon winning matches be brave pow. I said Ombe winning last one year near Omon Nigeria in our says now Morocco they cost 7. So a win for Ghana, we equal Morocco say countries of Mufi Africa Omon winning games pa ever World Cup. And you see a very good record. But the say if the easiest way is what the idea or what the question is are then I will be choose the hardest way. The easiest way to get a thing is there. We say no, we choose the hardest way. Why? Ningina say whether you use the easiest way to go or the hardest way to go, ningina wordru. But ningina also outcome edeba. For example, see a drew quarter final. Umpu. Only Timoni Mbona bebo. Udru semi final. Umpu. Timoni Mbona bebo. Udru finals way. Until you have to be ready for whatever comes out. Until looking at what we are saying, I was here to me winning Croatia. Near topic group, no. Near setting all those records. Yanko BM cry, I setting a lot of records. I imprint. And since here we are, the matches now, it will take it because only England are. You might not be lucky all the time though, but only England, but watch me about our game we are. Andy, why fear other teams? No, respect near the Momo, but I say fear they shouldn't be there. You understand my argument? Into what I'm trying to say is say. The games will become very tough, but we need to win against Croatia.
Also, the advantage for Ghana is that groups in bebrebe bu wi ansa ne abo ohun sa MCN ye ball last but one ye bu wi a the na last group pe no be abo we near we group matches no. We may have the benefit of seeing other teams in the group standings no near who ye results in the be their mind me no be arguing say we need to go and win. But the win be a dear coach Argentina, and if we avoid Argentina, we can avoid that. If you have to win, may you say win here Argentina near Quacusiano, ye win here, ye Quacusia France, but you lose here, ye Cusia Timor, less difficult than Argentina, any France. Will you advise the team to still go for a win and go and meet France, knowing that Ebia Unya a defeater, Ubenya relatively a weaker opposition?
But caveat down so any one analysis Saudi can hear and say okay to the extreme.
Yes.
Say you could lose.
That is why America can say your advantage of say any ball last. TB no e hono near who say bia teams in be and 4 points are ebia omo entimi yelusukra na yentimi qualification. So ebikra na yanya several teams kra na omo de 3 points. On Spain the end beka say Spain winia sa Spain group na film obi enu a obenya 4 points so sa Spain group no. Echiri ya twa ya hu say da bi sa 4 points na yenya no enough to qualify. But you could win the pet. That's how we need the Ecosia, maybe Argentina, Maso, and the Ecosia obiti France. I'm not saying we are going to beat them, do. But I'm saying that if the win is going to give us a very tougher opposition, and the tournament, I'm for you, oh yes, matter you. I won't say you need to meet everybody there, but you can only say Messi will be when a year avoidable. There are certain teams in tournament ubenya try as much as possible to avoid them earlier. So betimi afa kwai bia so nwenwi bia timi avoid o makoshi o mu bia be quarter final, semi final, hallelujah. E ho de wuntimi avoid o mu. Ba se Messia France round 32. E se Messia Canada round 32 die. E ke melu so ko Canada.
For Ghana, say a top group the England and Panama be bodro. If it is destined for Ghana to top the group, then England and Panama giving a better draw. Because I don't see Panama beating England. They say England so a draw. But who say they as a top group, and I think say who a lean way. Every say teams now only on boy in the next stage. To the group performance, or we a bit weaker. Until now they have to decide. But maybe they are being in the midi. Until me win the first start, now I can prepare for the other because the win, Croatia win now. Recent it will serve us a lot of good. Best Serbia has a lot of good records near the Africa. Yeah, but see, you the African nation now. Your best time be authority at the world. Your best show be now.
Record in the next stage in do coffee.
Then that's how you there will be. Semi-final where you are
semi-final. We just come now. We are you. The more now
who you so one set to record be our befi. And who's wrong? Is it how I think men house run?
I mean, Portugal, regardless of their problems, if he can, let's avoid Portugal. If we can, let's avoid Spain. These are teams you don't pray to meet them or elimination stages.
Sometimes even themselves they don't want to meet early stages.
And you walk Spain.
Sometimes
it's more lose one.
Relatively lower. Masa.
I was for anti Christian and Maxwell and what's your Moncania Kona family some no Yafa Nina Emra still FIFA World Cup and Egusa Casanra Mame fancy get group E matches and sweat me Cosuma country near France Corosao Wamo Edlusu Tudel Edema La Cote d'Ivoire Brentier friends and Nicolas Pepe one unable to go Sedema La Cote d'Ivoire national team no Ebio and it's Ecuador Germany Sheni 2-1 Unusa Germany second minute and Leroy Sani one Enya first go Nema Brentier Yeding Enso Ede Ayamnad Angulo Ebeteka Edema Ecuador 77th minute and a plata Enya winning go Enso Ecuador national team na says so check on table so Germany one a winning a table no with 6 points Ivory Coast Enso 6 points Ecuador 4 and a Curacao for Enya 1 point and edit the other games of course no Mame Fantuk Japan and Sweden Ebo 1-1 and Aya Bruncher France Maida one Enya first go Dema Japan Anthony Elenga Ebeteka Enso de Mamana ye from some that Sweden no ye the one some Ebamu Enso the other game of course over the same group Tunisia once again Elusu 3-1 Edema Netherlands Tunisia omo matches omo bo nyina no mame fanto ya say 3 matches. First game omo lose 5. Second game omo lose by 3. Third game omo lose by 3. Next 11 goals and omo consider our 3 matches and on the Tabrantia ye for some that and I say well I Brian Broby again or sounds anya go another than say team no and on the table no the tennis Netherlands anya 7 points at the winning side table no Japan anya 5 at also 2 Sweden anya 4 at also 3 Tunisia anya point Wamu enso afrimo erum said home community yet mamam enso jumede say how much here Paraguay any Australia ebo goalless draw nemu Turkey S3 Emma USA enso atimu 2 enu ada gole Abrantia France Abrantia de enso ade Yamas enafe Ayan wamu ena share 3 goals edema Omina ye from some Turkey enum the USA winning table no 6 points Australia enya 4 Paraguay enya 4 and Turkey wamu enya 3 points pem eno area yede won some enso de to ya ena dia chapter about 7 p.m. Group I, Norway versus France, and Holland versus Mbappe, South and Senegal, and Iraq, and Soviet Media Boni, and I said home commission Homachano, Yami Admochana Homache, about 12 a.m. Yawo Capo Verde, and Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, about Spain, and I had San Commodo, Yatam Samson 3 a.m. Egypt, and Iran, New Zealand, and Belgium, and Swetiabo, and I update about some common, Yadin Amamu, and Sword Jordan Sanope, and I said, Hunsam, and City, Yanko, a FIFA, Soye, Nayanko, Codim, Commander Pedica, Emma so far. The American is the best place. A 10 teams, no Makacho, 8 teams, and your best selectable, and your free, your best 3rd place teams, no, everybody the criteria, a FIFA and super use, no, Yadabaye, Emma Maxwell, a Ram, Eddie Honkopi, Mammy Fawe, and to as a Samanuka countries, no, one almost I selected as we speak, Yenamo, and no matches, no, yet, Mammy Silence, Nissi, and Yadinko, and some fancy tearful, Mammy Fawe, Obia points, I want and Obia goal difference no say and Asia Sweden ever 4 points goal difference no 0 Ecuador ever 4 points new goal difference 0 Bosnia ever 4 points new goal difference -1 Paraguay ever 4 points the goal difference -2 Croatia ever 3 points the goal difference -1 South Korea ever 3 points the goal difference no -1 Algeria wamu ever 3 points goal difference -2 Scotland and so ever 3 points goal difference -3 so far we mu any teams are ye kase ye select best 3rd place na 8 no we mu enso betia akọ enum area ta san komo ye emam enso adwuma no according to FIFA almost after another game no record enso atimiasi history enso atimia happen so far ye nya emo FIFA World Cup matches bia ye drew this stage na yenya goals so to mama friend to us according to FIFA almost so far from the first game no from 11th of June see and now matching June 26 173 goals and so far FIFA and so to record now we the answer of FIFA and so release here almost and see that no addition of the tournament and this stage near number of goals with 130 and that's 173 and a new record and so pay we any no record asaba mami in terms of attendance and so was stadium and so new record and so at me when come up so na ya kasam na do ticket na boade enti wa ya walk up no kwafo kwa dem say o monitor games na usa stadiums no matches bia nipa no and so call even stadium no close to full capacity so far according to FIFA almost we the most attended FIFA World Cup in history so far 3,605,357 supporters and Aqua Stadium Aqua matches nibi into 3.6 million fans and so far Aqua Stadium Aqua World Cup no ABNC da World Cup no abakosemo and another record FIFA and so record this year's World Cup and said hunsem esiate na mamen fa we ento wanim se enra so FIFA and so abo opani ba kwa ba so mamen owura your friend say Hammond Schweizer no penny way one German media member. Mami friend to us Enra Germany and Ecuador match no the chance New York New Jersey Stadium FIFA for one at the FIFA media relations no one presentation and in my opinion your friend is a Hartmund Schwarzer na Hartmund Schwarzer the entire FIFA and so your presentation them and they say almost way the 17th World Cup opinion and so cover. How many World Cups and a Maxwell Akova? Opinion World Cups no Maku 17 and I'm also to Coventenra FIFA and so Emanu Aya trophy just a way a remarkable milestone and Mr. Aya Schwarzer also TV Aya FIFA World Cup mini Aya World Cup trophy and we presented them Urano and I said the wins of the year yet Emma and so what you said yeah this sound common and also which and so I'm on the time Aya Juadia across the Netherlands and Tunisia Aya game now is a referee no Aya Oba Ababawa, your friend is a Katia Etel, Aya Garcia, one and another center, Aya referee. Now, when you say, Nigeria or UCF for Aya game, no, Aya FIFA, and so Ashada, one a designer special Aya Jesse Edemaro from Mexico. Now, I'm the Mexican flag, no, and a decorating Jesse, no, and so it's made more opinion, no, Nasa Mameno, Mamin Sawe, and to a new Sawano, Ababa, the first Mexican Aya woman, our referee, a mama, Aya walk up Aya match. Ebin sira sinsa ya stop to say ya walk up ni nya oba wonu eye Mexicana old mama game e walk up ni mami we enu eye Katia enso na abaya sare history no enu eye said hu sensitia ya emam e wotumedo no yanko Ecuador eye game enu so course against Germany na amoda from at early at the second minute and Germany through Leroy Sane enya godemum amobetete kan win game 2-1 na eye important enso na eye Ecuador Mami Ecuador aya manager owura ya friend Sebastian aya Bakasesi Mami Sebastian Bakasesi na odunse emra second goal ba ya ene referee enso epon game no yehu yan sem adia Sebastian aya Bakasesi enso Dimrika odie hwe ne picture no hwe image na ono na kono na ne family ne wife and afem na dia ne ma enso ne busu afo ne bi our stadium ho okoye ne nya no na on Friday no on Frosro non Christian family because what me at the Ecuador and so winning at the Germany Ecuador and so qualify and I will be to coach now any Jabaya no originally and so players one any backroom staff after the game normally almost at omni backroom staff no coaches nino and celebrate wedding or Dimrika straight and so called the family and or the wife and na always and the wife no so no action and so man Frosro said no person which row and be and over Nina no yeah those some edit together next opponent Edema Ecuador the Tennessee Ecuador one opponent Mami fancy us after so much Germany and Ecuador the next round no omni Mexico and ebesia kai and jobody omo feature Ecuador Mexico and so ebesia kai and said who sensitive na Mami Ecuador for man penny owura your friend said Daniel Noboa and no Daniel Noboa no stadium Unusa Maxwell and Friday 26th of June and no amupon game no mampani jira so declare holiday and so Ecuador onye no round our stadium I don't know mapeja akora na de kwakoma no opanyin na abone Jesia Western ni kama and no stadium koba se obo winning game na pe and chesem na dia mampani and so issue sem obo fan kokromo se ewe Ecuador and ni kwaso bi akwa adwuma omunyomani Obasha Germany qualify. Omunyina enyomene mu bia enkwa adwuma enti Mexico and a holiday and so Mexico Maya ye from Ecuador and according to President France Daniel Noboa and so this answer na yenko Ecuador kromo ankasa because eno na dwa omotese mampani so adeche a holiday ema obi ankwa adwuma no hede si ye eno anacho Soldier form, what would the Aya Amokas be tram? Supporters knows any journal, Obi Kujra Amakanim, so the Obun Fenching fan of Sukran. Ninian Samnadia Ecuador, I qualify, almost Germany, I qualify, and then Amakanim Fanaso, Natas Umukra, Omukro, and Rahumachim, Ganasanaji. said the air Ghana is you Ghana has you know utu say nyari Nigeria shada nyeni sa ewo Ecuador omunkwa jumane enti manager no na chese so we bukro tu sa ade ya atiane sa na chese sojafo ade omuka etwam sojafo eji omani na chese civilians enso eji omani enom area tani nyina no ye de won eba mo enso odwumade so no pay enom area to me fa we entuga some abrantia your friend say Ryan Gravenberg anra to Netherlands as 3 minor from Tunisia wamu eti emu bako na Netherlands omu next opponent Morocco and our branch here friends Ryan Gravenberg after the game wedding commence omu kwa Morocco na osi Morocco for no omu ye fantastic team na olukia for Samuel Gente Liverpool met for that your friends Ryan Gravenberg on omu next opponent Morocco.
Happy that we are through to the next round. What's important for us that we win this game and be top of the group. And now we will face Morocco, I think. So it will be a nice game.
I'll say a very nice game. Abu Koshia Morocco and African champions according to Ryan Gravenberg and what is some and to Janra. The other one some Mutaki a yet uniform money. Na and the attack on Sadia Bakajo was a Turkey able 2 matches. No more 62 shots. No mun shegu enra amutimi share 3 editia USA amu first game Turkey about 30 shots womu anshegu amu second game Turkey about 32 shots womu anshegu max otie amu third game no amu bo only 10 shots amu share 3 goals first 2 matches no more 62 shots no mun shegu the last game just 10 shots amu share 3 goals now say first 2 games no short to hunu and an attack for no and so no accurate and said the who say na oko la Cote d'Ivoire Ivory Coast team no mame fa we and together almost so qualify and akwadana friends Nicolas Pepe former Arsenal player no one no and we join se no kaso sia kai and so ma bia no team no ewo La Liga anymore na la Cote d'Ivoire and so qualification say Cote d'Ivoire almost possible opponents no medical catch was Norway and France ebesia kind mame fan together ebu bako and La Cote d'Ivoire and sube miti the next stage of the competition either say omubeshia Cote d'Ivoire and as Cote d'Ivoire ebesia Norway and also besia France and 2 per Haaland and also per Mbappe and La Cote d'Ivoire almost mathematics no La Cote d'Ivoire said the Ghana yenso the ewa hano and said the hun ese na Germany team no wouldn't so since 2014 final against Argentina. Onu say Germany enko clean sheet ever walk out matches mu. Germany enko clean sheet. Oba kai say even against Croatia for no omu shego. Editia Germany. Germany game yo mabobiano omu concede goal since 2014 against Argentina. Eno ade kuta Germany. Womu so national team say who Germany matches now. Me so they are Germany to concede. Mananya option bako said who say we na Spain egu so prepare no me akwana friends Pedri wadi nkomo amukobu sa Pedri say Pedri won ade ali o Messi ewo 2026 World Cup 2 matches Messi asha 5 goals and Pedri say na enye Messi na be sa de we ya hwan pa area feel so obetu ya sa aye niam ni nyina even at age 39 na akwai overflow with air quality. Some Messi 39 years now still akwai jinidin ewo World Cup anymore also only Messi and a better side no a player and asa age way obetimi exhibit sa qualities are Leo Messi and so extra welcome to the and you Messi asem and a kan and no Pedro owie and no mubisa say na what is Julian Alvarez and so kodin komasa Atletico Madrid for enyane man I don't say na ono Pedro no open player ba kwa odone pa Julian Alvarez na ono nempa nyina enes Alvarez ebe join a club from Barcelona na obo wo pise deal no ebe happen na ye ka aye top A players ye ka best A players ha Barca kwa aye best players ebi mo ene Julian Alvarez obo mo ene wo se obisia ka ene Barcelona aye team no na Jose Barca for Atletico for se wo de montra o sa na Nico Williams and Lami Yama say Adia Pedri say Gavi say yeah na kwana extended contract we Montana na obi player and you hope is so the Bessiaka also brought the team and I na Abrante France Fabian Ruiz and show the Spanish national team can Fabian Ruiz and Edia Kosu as I know and what is Jeremy Doku near Eba when the first Charles Doku Efi aye Belgium for camp se oko support na yere amanawa enkofo criticizing including aye no krom for aye Belgium for amo criticize player no and was munim dia mo kika o say no kre some oba World Cup a unique moment nebom se wo first child NCBM se first child and into ono de o support Jeremy aye Doku even Doku asama ye ke okoye e ma na yere wuye wasan so returning I just say our camp Belgium next game obesina will be into problem pa no mo wonu anything eno aya branch your friends Fabian Ruiz and Eddie San Komano na Mamilami Yama unim say Spain emra wo so from Timbers akọ prepare for omo game no because Spain and so omo game yami adma eno ye na eno na branch your friends Lamin yes aya dia Spanish air fan bako ebe che the WWE aye championship aye belt and no more for bars no offer free the hotel Helamin and alpha belt no or the belt no and so for a timbers no and timra opian and a dan kwa Lamin ye and a just or the idea and so for a timbers no and said your home city na send a better Barcelona player na your friend is Rafinha or bankrupt omo church we brebe na bi mu say na yere asa na yere no shisika obasika so designer aya bags any ade otoniema just ekose enom ana just ha brand friends Rafinha ebeto just na brand any sika namum story no yesesa anya sa na Maxwell nukrewem ene se sa yese aya Rafinha no aya no nkasa ne papa ena amani sika sam aya basa sa yese Rafinha no eba ni image writer 80% equal to ayane papa 20% pe and about to no aya Rafinha ebio and say ade ne career earnings no yes ni nyina papa no enso ade akora no enhye da any time what I say onhye da enyamre enso emmonita nyama ekwaso enti ayane papa and sign me nyina hye ne sa say yes ni papa and channel boy no earnings no enso de ban account so yes de ma boy no enso ya aware na nsa ne say owo aye World Cup no eno on shot na yere say omun kopa fie enso ntoma me sa dan no omun koto dan we edan ni yeso omun koye kodin koye Rafinha ne de onum say ne card ne so de sikata so a bank account sikata mu ena ni mobile phone so sika so temu na omun kodi edan no ne so omun kotua ka yede aye card etare akwekwe yede tare akwekwe say sika na amount no baba hwe no owo insufficient aye balance and was so I don't Sesen and on the wife no ekache nikunu say mira ade na aye kwakoton ebo no mo kanum nye de anim say osika ndabum sika na ewo so no entimi ntua and was what do you mean ansana Rafinha agene eba so say na the image right 80% ekwa ne papa side ne career earnings good one ekwa ne papa side boy no enya time monitor so anya monitor no enya ne yere na ne papa ena just ono so cause sa situation no enso dem branch your friend say Rafinha edawe wo mom enso entimi enkoto eno aye said the hunsem city oko aye transfers ni mo a say Man City and Elliot Anderson manya report say one here and New City for no e booki aye medicals e New York e am aye boy because no a wo mo no Nottingham Forest for no awie 116 million pounds no aye add-ons Man City and Nottingham Forest and so I agree. So said yeah, player be a 100 million echo. Player be a 100 million City. Coffee 160 million pounds. Edia for Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest. And no I Jamaican no. Minya report some to say Tottenham was say team no. Sandro Ayatonali Omukusuni leading come on. Nese Enra Akrano ama Tottenham was team the green light. Sunday on the Watias here. Dia kanis omunko na omune ayane club Newcastle United team ensu godin komo yes is a Newcastle etiasia boy na kasa Tonali are ready for Spurs. Or person coach now, your friends Roberto Di Serbi and so Juma and information I'm inserting Newcastle Elusu Sandro Tonali on the line. Minya reports Bruno Gamaresh and so I will Brazil. I come so far walk up Gusu by my 3 assists and why so far Demente and some years at the last 24 hours. Arsenal Ameki approach. Unu say yes Arsenal team no Eddie can submit £55 million offer. Eddie man Newcastle, Omar Jati, Diametras Aumachi, almost another 60 million echo, and also Newcastle United team, Omar Sounds Jati, says Arsenal, Ever sound so comprehensive. Across Bruno Gamarash, Wamusa Ebeka Ayasabo and Amaniama, and Swatimaya Kama Edema Bruno Ayagamaras, and Ayasadia Hunsa Sitia, yet Emamun and Switch Modern Son of Pena, Yaguso Ayedi Ayasan Kobanya, Chelsea for Elsa Ebisa, Chairman Eginum, Ebisa Chelsea, says almost way out to the say, why and ever, Xavi Alonso. Egus Makadra Sabuena, your friends Marco Aya Palestri, some Atalanta for a different on the left back, no, says Chelsea and Sakabanana, about London and so London, no Bayani Medicals, no sign Edema Chelsea, a to Macau centre backs, no, Chelsea Egus monitor, at least there are 2 centre backs. I am older friends Alonso, Edo Abeba, and Jamete. Na Udru, I am Marcus Rashford, I saw ya Fanamame. Says Jamete, Sanyami Adman next month. Next month, they say about next week here. Me report say Rashford no contract with Manchester United no actually run next month and the salary ever call £325,000 a week and a bit vehicle. So say Tima Omani Abre for Aya Rashford Aya Tottenham Hotspurs. Diameter says 325,000. Yes, Spurs team is only problem. Sad demands no sakano kwa and Ebema Rashford si can never manababo Ediama Spurs are ready. Sabanum and Subetiaba. Yes, and they nine person kwa team Sibabe Lebum Nisikano and Amatus na Mcofor. The only club I am willing Sobetia, a Tottenham Hotspur, a team no, and a Diamensaka. Oko Dortmund, a team no more. Our German international, your friend is Felix, I am matcher. No, Mammy Felix, I am matcher. Walk up, no, John Fifio, and the German national team. Manchester United for Ako, Sa Omoko Pepliano. Dortmund say, Omodi, Omoncaso Moton, and Omobobia, I done the release clause, 100 million euros. Makato say, player, we could be above 300. Almost a Felix matcher, 100 million euros. Saopa, no about Fanti United, Moniabre, Samopa, I am Melfoda, near Felix Match and a Mopa, 100 million, Mutia, Yenimunia, Samon Falenko, and on Air Demensaka, 1 matter again, as the most talented player on the Siakai, Eden Hazard, or new Bien Siakaya, the talent, no, Edru Eden Hazard, Massa, Yeka talent Hazard, and so our proper talented, and on air 1 man 1 matter, and I didn't home command pay so far. Mamin Fawe and to your some Uramum. And so FIFA World Cup na air question na me ba cho air clubs no omo team and some players and so ashe goals do our World Cup no mama air silence no say Real Madrid and all players are washe goals do pa e wo FIFA air World Cup mo so obi to say Mbappe mo she Vini mo she any ade ada goalie and so nyago enu a so far over Madrid team na players and say over Leicester make ya Madrid air players ashe 10 goals. Crystal Palace players ashe 6 goals. And PSG players and so ashe 6. And I dey World Cup anymore. Jose Mourinho ebe coach at the Madrid team no. And also your coach at the Madrid team no. Now Jose Danra in an interview and Mukobusa and say Madrid players no on person level bang and Mukodu our World Cup. Say bien fan say Mbappe and as Madrid players on World Cup no. Say ombeko final. And Joseph Busa said, Nipano, Efe, a fruit or penocre. And Joseph or no credit say, Cacao no quano, number replace no omofrimo, no more common holiday, said a bear prison on Betty Abantim, Jose Moreno. Jose never disappoint, Josie.
You want the truth?
I always want the truth, Jose, always.
I want Real Madrid players to lose and go on holidays. Because I want the guys back to pre-season.
I get it. Quick fire.
I'll tell you, say Moreno. Opposite Madrid players no omu lose you. Now omu go vacation because our problem pre-season in time. Enti ulusu Mbappe France for frimo. Na onko omu so waka as a mother gule ati. And I just say gule. And a Turkey omu frimo no. just ono air con vacation na what me report for preseason oba no e fresh the Antonio Rudiger eno mukobusa ne say Jose Mourinho and I won ne be you say I Jose odi am ntwen say focus no I will a World Cup na omu wi a afi obadwene ne papa no why o se ne papa any Jose Mourinho eno Rudiger on Jose and odi sound come no mame fa we ento say World Cup players and so poster hodo yes poster ewo oko aija ekuta aya lines do no Cristiano Ronaldo ni post we enano Portugal ehwe Uzbekistan aya 5 Ronaldo bonu goals no oko posti sa picture we so far almost yes at now 26 million aya likes just a World Cup we player beer one ma we make post our aija enya aya likes do say Ronaldo enon ya to say Adidas we mo see you and your opinion friend say Brown aye golden na Brown golden ababo ntiri atuga say Adidas for onse Michael Olise ebesine oni aye brand bia omo eto just o man boot onu ankasa to the boot na yasi Adidas for no eso me interest opinion ankasa si won ankasa aye golden akodin komo sem na dia ohun aye anaso din komo e wo New York so wa monitor akra na pa na we player opelasem opes Adidas wamu and a buta abrantia friends Olise Edibesia can on provide a sabut non Edema Michael Olise and I said the home to Comosity say minya reports Goncalo Ramos just AC Milan at the official bid I come a PSG for a sabo personal terms yes I do reference Mendes any club and so awie and temete na ono kono Rondo Colomwani and so a PhD Renfi said the American said Juventus as a person man back Oko Juve loan and almost a man return your Juve a person Saje Abrantia your friends Colomwani Nanyama Aya Camaraula Sensu Yaso Aya Madrid Aquano the now for 1 in chess or moon say that Aquano any bread training awodi Nani bra wodi training no because say Jose Mourinho bra and also you know why you know wonder Jose Mourinho unya playing time Tianyabri, Mammy Fantuga say Onana, and a transport, a deal no on Sebium, United SM and Cologne, Mammy confirm we must say United team no, and so with the fee, and so a shame, and a salary air coverage. You know, this time, a bay Bobo from some air transport, one and a bit your salary, and I did do some Yami Adman, San France, Elusu Norway, Yabetiana, Brazil, France, ever run of phase 16. Tibena Vini, and Mbappe. I will run on phase 16 and I report I'm in Saka. Yeah, there was some Mamu Ewich Medina so. Maminka say you be a Clifton. Na Omum Ede Anom 13th court estate ebe on say to 2 secondary school. Almost a 5 minutes drive from IPT. One 2 and 3 bedrooms, all en suite. Na 2 bedrooms no 920,000 Ghana cedis. 3 bedrooms no 970,000 Ghana cedis. Na almost a payment options but when I say yama 1 year payment plan and as a bank a mortgage up to a 10 to a 15 years now the Ethiopia said I'm a kind of coupon Kumasi 15 minutes drive from IPT I want to and almost sounds a my residence and also 12 units on completed buildings just almost in the camera 3 bedrooms all en suite with a storage rooms a living rooms and a kitchen and just one and come 250,000 Ghana cedis and also payment options no over to 50% Nadia can ya spread it over 1 year and also at the amount and also a coupon a 2 minutes drive from a 13th court estate no na bibia come almost watching Black Stars match no Ghana winning now better than India the amount 5% a discount Chamanaji what mean ka chaman me chao pa over to than India watching after say Ghana I winning now Obena a 5% discount for a UB Cliftons. I was 0209 861380 0209 861380 and 0558 354378. Na unom enkasa. Mamin Kelsam Ayadia McBerry. Aya biscuits no predict and when no answer a coso. Na McPerry butter biscuit, McPerry London oat aya digestive no say cause one predator aya Corasco and answer winning team no na winning acha the package no t-shirts eche marks and aya football any acha baby and aya McPerry aya butter biscuit, McBerry, a landing oat, no, I am McBerry for, and a diabetes, so I was encountered here. Letters for Messi, main country, say, I am mattress here. Or close to 60 years in the Omo and a produce mattress. Papa and for buy Emma trend by say child mattress. You must over the substandard materials. A produce mattresses. I just say and ya come across. Over that sorry no bre. Now when I'm in a until say who says I know latest from the no and a papa. Mister Kwasona use latest for mattress. No size be and I will pay a double a king a queen. The ope be on Sabbath Yakabi. Now almost showrooms outlet baby a Ghana say over so from now Kumasi 0322 029365 Accra 0302 231 155 now the latest from Enso Enkasa Mamin Kelsa near Tondan I have 5 bedrooms I have finished house yes yeah we our Chronom Red Park behind Adonko Angel Industrial Company Limited Beba Chom over Tondan 0545 388 553 0545 388 553 na wafre na fi Tondan Enso de about Pepsodent as you do the two over brush anopa no brush enumere with a Pepsodent ebuapa brush anopa I was sorry enumere okoda sa brush with a Pepsodent esan say enum any a good oral hygiene enum aye de tell no na make us a clean sound soap no aya fa bi el rowensa makacho say clean sound soap no remfi say germs and bacteria ni bi on ma umfa woni say ehu but omo ye very dangerous one fa a seminar Akuta, I say effective 99.9%. The best in your kumwa ebe help. Oto aya to be found out now for a GC brand. Yes, it's all about you. Now, my main say KFC as a Black Stars a box meal. No, yadi aba 100 Ghana cedi per Christian. So we 100 Ghana cedis are. Udira KFC ubenya aya chicken 4 aya pieces. Samsung 2 crispy tenders. Niamau aya large chips ba kwa di account for only 10 Ghana cedi. Tudira aya KFC neka chom sawaba for aya Black Star that's a Black Star box meal no. Aya 100 Ghana cedis. Ma remfi sam aya dia wild deal no. And so for 35 Ghana cedi per wild deal. Unya aya 2 crispy tenders. No anya aya chicken. Akoko bako niamau aya chips and so the account for 35 Ghana cedis. Where aya available our KFC almost stores nationwide. Ma remfi say KFC a proud official meal partner of a Ghana football KFC a finger licking good. Wow, what Tonyama from China shipping a problem the Bawa Makacho Africa logistics and shipping a services for saying what you told them on do jano on best shipping in and so there but small parcels, full containers, door to door, fast clearing on in my warehouses no 1 2 China a you are say you any Guangzhou and a Ghana so a Tama and a Fikuma so no a WhatsApp line 0536 735 393 0536 735 393 now in Africa logistics for and so into me in common member Christian one way na ye Christian na yanchi chairman yeah also with issue chairman
so tin nkache won so uboni di
me te chairman kache pa
chairman so de o ka so tin nkache o te ase ananya sa inji chairman yanchi chairman yanchi chairman na Kingsley Kwabena Minta the 3 best strikers in the world at the moment you know and the enamaka no and they emumienu go to head France any no winnable onum said normally yebo World Cup na ebo 2 matches we na drew a 3rd game na team bia qualify we are and they were the French players enable but France any Norway any star luxury no because Norway it was 6 points and France and so 6 points. Now there's a possibility that say Norway as a France Norway be San France who are top of the group. So the reason why France ain't even resting players, the reason why Norway crowd they may not even think of resting players, but Sanka France and Abianka wa qualify we a game way any relevance be to them one. Ebianka France be resting Mbappe. Ebianka Olise no, Ebianka Dembele no omiye key to Air France for quest to win this World Cup no. Ebianka game way and omenya rest. But it's a game one coach need to be resting woman. Now Abrante Fen Haaland first World Cup oboni. Na meka see I can a World Cup Mbappe the most efficient player at the World Cup. The most efficient because Mbappe abo we can one and obo any third World Cup. Meaning that before this World Cup no, na Mbappe abo only 2 World Cups pay. Sa World Cups ni me enu nyina no. Mbappe eko piemo final. 16 matches in the World Cup, he has scored 16 goals and they say we're efficient.
Yeah.
But Haaland comes to the first World Cup. See, I see Mbappe efficient. Having scored 16 goals in 16 matches. Mbappe comes to the World Cup. He has scored 4 in 2 matches.
Okay, so striker for football will be more than Liam Delap.
Almost saying, Bandy. The amount Haaland the no quite interesting is that on him say Mbappe has 60 goals for the French national team. By Mbappe 60 goals for the French national team, Abba from 100 matches. Mbappe abo 100 matches for the French national team. And was 60 goals. Bandy Haaland abo 52 goals for Norway, but 59 goals Abba in 52 matches. So relative to the national team, one are much more efficient. Mbappe 60 in 100 matches. Haaland 59 goals in 52 matches.
Clearly, Haaland Liano was wrong.
Now Haaland comes to the World Cup, and last 12 games are Norway abono. All of them Haaland at Watna Edema Norway. Now, 2 teams are obia depending so much on each other. Make France. France depends so much on Mbappe. Samson and Norway, it depends so much on Haaland. Andy, on him say Mbappe Jinemua. France win rate is 69.8%. Anytime a France ever ball, Mbappe available biano. France win rate is 69.8%. But Mbappe ni moi. France win rate a drop it from 69.8% to 50%. Mbappe Jinamua, France average 2.3 goals per game. Without Mbappe, their goals drop from 2.3 goals per game to 1.9 goals per game. Now, say France depending so much on Mbappe. What about Norway depending on Haaland? Andy, say Haaland Jinamua. Norway win rate is 64.5%. Yenya comparative analysis.
Okay.
France with Mbappe win rate is 69.8. Norway with Haaland win rate is 64.5%. But baby here crucial. And it's a France without Mbappe. Their win rate drop it about 50%. But Norway without Haaland, their win percentage drop it from 64.4 to 33%.
So onim dia omo win ho de pa.
Onimo omo bre. Me medica can say regardless of whatever happens in this World Cup, Messi may end the World Cup as the all-time top scorer. Because Mbappe is 12 years younger than Messi.
Yeah.
Bibi and Sia, per my own estimation, minimum chance but I'm only estimating. Say Bibi and Sia, be Mbappe betting me bobe 2 more World Cups. Only me arguing. Say Mbappe betting me bobe 2 more World Cups. Say Mbappe able 2 more World Cups. At this rate, or average a goal per game. Say Messi the goals in Kwako bear 20, Eko bear 21. One shot Messi record no enter Mbappe will break it. But the reason why Haaland will not come into this conversation is that or belong to a country on time qualify for the World Cup. Now, Norway by this World Cup. No. Say I'm first 2 games in Nano. Haaland ebogu. Odem say obey the 6th player. Play Otosunsia. All but the first 2 World Cup matches. All of them was shatten or Twatina. In fact, we're the second player in the last 50 years. The last time Hurricane Bar World Cup for the first time in 2018, the first 2 games in Nano, Hurricane to Atina. So Hurricane became the first player in 50 years. Oba World Cup the first time no to Atina in the first 2 matches. Now Mbappe, Haaland come to this World Cup. The first 2 games in Yano, Andy Oroswa Twatina, becoming the second player in the last 50 years. About the first World Cup, had 2 matches in Yano, and the Wadika Twatina. Now, so share one of the celebrations, I mean, sure say, and global attention, and no way for celebration.
Vikings, Rono.
Say, share moving a friend Vikings now. On Tiasi. So watch Vikings now. Vikings Norway for no. The we are no more ready. Omo kontokwa eko ready. Eko metiam eko kontokwa akodia maybe sama is that movie in there one of the best movies I've ever watched. Ragnar. Minye so sandi Croatia. Ragnar ne nkrofo no. No omode friendship. But they canoe. Sa canoe na no omode ready no. Omode nem so so the we are no paddle no. Say no. And omode sa celebration no. On say na ni engine. Nipa na power sa canoe no. Sa celebration no. That is the meaning of that celebration. Mandy. Now they come to this World Cup. Their first game was against Iraq. And Norway Iraq by 4-1. Or say Iraq by 4-1. The same match day. And Senegal France and so Senegal. Eshane come here and Senegal take no back. Now match day 2. And Norway ekwachi Senegal. Eshane 3. Ema Senegal take no mienu. And France also echi Iraq. Eshane come here and Iraq anti. So I give no matter what I say. Na sen kan Mbappe so timi she. Na ka say France she be 5. Na Mbappe she be 4. But France surprisingly echi Iraq come here pa Iraq anti. Ye ka say 2 teams in the 6 points. But France top the group because France goal difference +5. And Norway goal difference +4. Do you know the difference? Norway has a more goal than France. Yeah. Norway has a 4 in their first game. And Norway has a 3 in their second game. So goals scored Norway has a 7. Yeah. And France has a 6, but France 6 no was no. France I consider just 1, and Norway as a 7 I consider 3. The difference is that games now Norway able in this World Cup no. All of them Norway conceded. Even their first goal boy they conceded. Against Senegal they conceded. So defense now Norway Edibeshia France no. Andy, I am not sure that Norway Asia attack even during the qualifiers. Through to the World Cup, Norway Asia attacker, as efficient as France for attack we. So Senegal etimini bomb yenu, eti Norway net. Na se Iraq etimini bomb ako, etu Norway neta. I see France scoring more than 1 goal against Norway. But France has more than 1 goal against Norway. No. Can France also keep a clean sheet against this Norwegian attack? Let's not forget. World Cup nearby Norway in 2 matches medical can as a 7 goals. Yamfa World Cup no tonchen. Yabo World Cup qualifiers no. Europe ni nyina no, European teams ni nyina no. Country share goals pa no na Norway. They scored 37 goals in 8 matches. Now, 37 goals in 8 matches no. And it's a whole average here. Normal average how many goals per game? 37. Divide 37 by 8. They were averaging close to 4 goals per game. So 4 goals per game, and only the same form about in today's World Cup, and they have scored 7 in 2 matches. So I want to be average. They say
4.6.
4.6. So they're averaging 5 goals per game. Yeah. Now I'm about World Cup in 2 matches, or match 7. 2 matches, 7 goals in 2 matches, average 3.5. Yeah. 3.5 and so around 4 goals per game. So the French national team no swabo. But Andy, I'm not sure say almost be she attacker, almost she attack, she attack. But so far, the most efficient, the most dangerous attacker, France Subabe Siano, no way for attack.
No way for it. I understand.
Now, if no way now, and the baby are vulnerable and you're quite ultimate fan compare any team defense. But in the midfield, Andy, I'm sure that also more powerful and 4 player Sander Berg,
yeah,
and a boom DM. Near the Martin Odegaard, I can hold. Andy, Martin Odegaard, and Sander Berg, say a decent air midfield. But in the attack, Andy, a branch friend Antonio Nusa, Osia Cannibal Leipzig, plays on the left Haaland in the middle and Abrante Fen A Sulov on the right.
Yeah.
It's say a day bia you be attacker a bet test it the French national team a defense now and the yene. Minim media no mayame tekia kwa game back wa misuru. And it's a game in over 2.5. Both teams to score. France will score more than 1, but Norway will also score. Because we had the attack, the attack of the two teams now. France national team, actually attacker, and as dangerous as Norway for attack we. Say France for defense, me pass this attack there. Then Andy, France for no because they kept a clean sheet against Senegal. The ball back to net. Iraq, they who keep a clean sheet against Iraq. There, say normal. But if they're able to keep a clean sheet against Nusa, against Haaland, and against Solofodia, then the French team are really in for business. But I do not see them keeping a clean sheet. No, we better what now. But France attack, France attack, that attack. Now say Olise, only Dembele ni they swap you. Both say Olise na be 10. Na Dembele ko, o mo na Dembele aba, no Olise ni ko. Sa swapping of a position, it will bring a defense and so. And the same relationship between Olise and Mbappe, hey, he's
been speaking about it.
Olise become Mbappe who Real Madrid. So our partnership no more France strike no. Se sa ba na a club side there. And you see nanka Olise bo 10. Na Mbappe lead the attack. Na Vinicius na ha. Now
Rafinha ayi Lamine Esekofa Julian Alvarez abeka who can we
say be balance Mbappe dey. But Olise and Mbappe partnership this World Cup one of the best partnership in the World Cup, and I think that enya there no way for me stop you. France mama France will win, but Norway will score. France be win. Mama no a 2-1 over 2.5. Me ko winner the French win.
France win according to Sir Christian T or the Okono. Go both teams and over 2.5. Win for France. Is the options me and you good for no. Nanesian.
Yes, sir. Sir Christian. Mr. Basa for yesro. So tio usura kasa usuru. Menim sa wati asia. Dia yensuru kra na e Madrid. Adia yensuru kra. Wo de omon fe wiase nyina best player. But omon ne adia yensuru. Nti Mr. Men tu basa for yakoma Mr. Eh. And I adia moya selem family di enti asel moye the same thing. One. Omode Galactico si bae meboa so be bubodino. We only had Ronaldo. Omutu dominate. We all won 5 trophies within 5 years. Omo to me. Again, Messi buy Omokofa Kakane top player Ronaldo buy Omutu dominate. Omo to me. Mbappe bay say ya no mo kan ma osan ogitum say ni team no kuregu yentumi mfa coach. Mbappe buy ye de omo ato omo level. Yes I call next season wo san so de Olise san be hunu Christian. Omo piano Madrid piano no odin say one year faster wo be ombe kan obeto omo nyon ne bi. Ba ombe kan no yembo say ye bebo season. But just what na no so na be say yen so den yen so ya pescas yes you be players abe. Nti all the men of at 20 men through. Ye ni omo ye nyina ye ofie ba ko nti ye sia ye nim de ya ye nim de ye. Ana andi wo ne menya adwene. Ye ni musia ye nim de ye se ye. Nti mema mu petim bia hunahuna na Real Madrid for andi wo na make say mu hunahuna other team but so that there ya never de mu hunahuna yen. Debi we respect you say mu ni mbo pa. Yes mu so respect ye. Say mu suro e. Enye enti na ne players amokoto mu defender within one season mo change players ni na za players for Froba. Enti ye ka say bring it on. Na next season ye hu dia enti ma mo me hunahuna obi a ye wo teams am be hunahuna omo. Aha me mo team bia di mesrew. Ba ye de mama mo behunahuna yesre mo mo pa mo nkofa yenyi we Dembele nka ho bia amra so ye ne mo bebo aha nti Christian mesre ka akoma to ye mensuro me se Mbappe ba minim na wa be mabu andi di o ye story kwa na me yem na bi ke bi so ags me na se mutimi de Lamine je ne ordination ni bottom easy nti abotre lie why but in the United States of America me na me need doubts a World Cup in a bed there because oh sha South Africa host to be, Qatar host to be, Brazil host to be, Russia host to be, and they were all successful. It may feel that America saw what it takes to even host it better, comparatively with this country in terms of BBR. But of course, who said there were a lot of issues prior to the World Cup. And only the entire issues but also ni say Obia pa America ko. Unim say for the first time, no na me Kwame do edin komo. No say Maxwell for the first time the World Cup. Nipa begu America kromo na nye obia and omo musika o. To say escafo ni nyina move from country about. And those things na entansi. Enti country biano wo nipa bebre guo country bia wo nipa bebre because of the place na ye hosting World Cup no and the NA issue. Then again, eba sponsor the whole world country bia no obetumi America. Say a case yenye sponsor no country obi ambania. Because look at the venues. Obi frame no say, hey Max, natural America for stadium am say hey. They have it all. Oba facilities no ho. Even almost sporting structure of the sports Andy, the whole world they number one. Then Uria Yencha attendance in all the sports no more con. It was very, very clear. And so Sha America, all other sports no more excel. One, Yencha track and field. Now what can be say be a Marian Jones. Now what can be a Carl Lewis ne Michael Johnson. Uria no wa be say golf or Tiger Woods. Oba basketballer Magic Johnson and be the late Kobe Bryant munyina Oba tenniser who be Serena Williams Andre Agassi money adede omo so retire. Now Oba even soccer cry Emmanuel Mayham, don't forget they were top shotters. Again Oba even Olympics I Michael Phelps, the greatest Olympian. He has won more gold medal like 24. Into every sports ningina oba football soccer no and for in America. The problem is that in America, they call the NFL, the hockey, the baseball, that's why they call football soccer. A massive. Even you Super Bowl, now you the basketball playoffs, no, and you hear edgy. But I say, majority of the boys in America, and I say young guys growing up, no, they prefer to take a career in those other sports than football. It's a football first option, second option, third option, and the even fourth option, no. So what it means is that say every American boy growing up, no, say to say Ghana, who say a basketball or football number one. If they all want to enter into football, they would have done better. Meaning say what's my argument? They would have done better because I say obeko NFL, ebi obebo hockey, obebo baseball, ewo colleges ni ade no. Ansana ebi a track and field ni ansana football no crowd we tiri. Ansana o margin no. Nti ebi a onya young guys tenor. Aya na ba ku bi na ebi opeso obobo. Basenka unya 10 na be say 5 person obobo, they will still make it. So the few players na omodi aba Europe abebo leagues bi ni ade no. You could see say they have talent. Into almost host, they need to make it count. And even in my football crowd there, omona beka so omo like beginning omona na ekuteja anymore until say Europeans so aiding. It's me ebe rem. It's me na me surprised at all. Say I'm even make a crime you free boxing. Now I can my ties Muhammad Ali. Now I can Mayweather munyina. Omunyina hono wrestling crowd there. So ole when they na say kra. It's America when you talk of sports there. Obian to me omo. Even Olympic Games there, you know, omo na aje medals kesepa than any other country. Most records omo nekuta. Inti a strikes omo inti they've hosted it. And me feel a World Cup with me. I am a destined World Cup bia mario. Minim say bia o de onim be ya. Me de me am a destined Chris. Me am a destined mario. Am effect because standard of play no eye. And now say goals so esu. The stars are also performing. Now we star no could do the land of opportunities. America, the United States, heaven on earth. I won't perform.
Also, so far, 48 teams now.
Yeah.
47 will be a shego, but open shego.
It is a
one team pen shego.
Good. It's a born. It's a goals. Be my excitement ne kosro.
Panama and one shego so far.
Oh, I said I could your maba. No, we should go today. Do was okay Ghana Panama ngade engineer show man. Oh, minim sa grown am say minim. Obi so person o kase bia o Ghana Panama ngade engineer show ba ngesa na oka. It's handy. It's been wonderful. Even players near ading in Accra going to America for the World Cup, they themselves are happy. And the stars are also performing. That is a good thing here. You see, clearly, me very happy. I made many America. They made many aje. And I made me support. Only some me support. I'm beyond baby. I'm supported. Beyond baby. I made me honor me. Me name so what? And I want to make it. Our president say me feeling. me the baby am supporting because me pengo for no no nonsense no. Ni A ni B open as open as when they was him ni A on meka A neno aka B A ni B. What's it? Into the World Cup is living out to expectation. I think say American Romulusi. But coach make a lot of changes to the squad.
They're not qualifying.
No, I qualify. And I take into the America be almost here be about coach, but I am a good difference na just one. So may shift no. And I take it for so long say on my mayor. So at least
take your same too much. First game 30 shots no good. Second game 32 shots no good. Third game 10 shots 3 goals.
Say and football. And I take you one more fast so by send on major more crime. So okay, who you are?
Oh yes, me fans no they flag no title cars wa. Only escort team bus.
But a debut wa sa na say with all the players or more and your money and so mo Kofi na Ghana ko fire dey. So because we're taking our account Ilma's money display other good money players or more. I think say a normal time. So I think say the World Cup has been very incredible and nti mema mo huna why a baby ni ebu na be no me finka me buye nti Real Madrid catch the Christians say mema mo huna
no World Cup asema sabesi Real Madrid okay man carry
so can why din na ohwe
oh so ka say me din na me so me hwe what can we can nyina wi
why din na ohwe na nim
Christian no be so me na say na take for asema wan ka bi de on tiase say much about World Cup. First game 30 shots no go. Second game 32 shots no go. Third game 10 shots 3 goals.
Yes, so say omunyankra office so man shi gwa mo nsi kuru.
Me no we agene because any be job kind
da bia sama for see food ya na TV awasi wa usani si awasi but say difference so bitina so na kofi ni asem no o say we mu win here no o say la mo kofi
yeah
but then ke be disastrous sen ka take aba World Cup na omanche even a go na komodi kofi o say enim go ase but even though say omo first 2 games no na enim go ase didn't go as they were expecting, but at least omo last game no a face saving win regardless of the SCBR no me sure that you be kai omo last game no more than 2 games some boy before some boy the last game no and you know they needed to make amends. What I say and na me pebro abrofo mentality no onim say game na o come no o lusu o win any significance of the chances so owinia obekofie oluso obekofie but they needed to save their face and saving their faith and they won against the host nation onum say na host ne ya de sa o say na Canada and Lucy game
US
not US in Lucy game but Lucy so na Canada and Lucy game and Canada and so Lucy et the host ni nyina the only hoster as we speak now on Lucy game e win ni 3 matches ni nyina no Mexico. I was expecting US to say, "Kobetimi, I'm maintaining some momentum na at least going to the knockout stages, you know. Nanka US be go abra one Lucy game, but on time, you know, must consider the last goal.
90+8,
virtually the last kick of the game, and I take it for Ninya SR winning goal, no. Andy, that is how football is played. Sometimes and yet the relevance of the results. Say be out me share, na dey me qualify. But say menya 0.0 go amidi free mo World Cup there and it is worse than say meshe na menya be a 3 goals bi na me free mu na me da kofi World Cup no crowns no say winning games no come with bonuses and it you know at least they've made amends say then come free mu dey akoni dey nka I'm sure say
too much is almost
but send your mobile no mo ye kura na isa di kro mo tumebo the way omo be jo mo kwan na ehu be fe o
I don't want quality o quality
oh take it ono mo game no kura na omo game e page proud to the World Cup but
sa you dey see o see kind for
this
Yemas Hakacha no Adagule these are decent squad I mean in first 2 games ni disappointing and but sometimes want me blue mo we mo games na nye lack of effort.
They made the effort, but
first 2 games na omo anshi goals no about 13 shots on target. 13 shots on target, but don't bother team into atim. And you know, I'm some last ni na ko gu US so. It will muko fie ni there. And they say a military ruler and the first 2 games no mo to so sa komeko baras. But we dey be che wo mo. Omo che wo nim.
Na onafo for so omo nya lose one matches ni nyina o. Tunisia.
ɛno a mehwɛ ɔmo game ne guy na megyae kɔɔ so only said that we were born me read you starting match na ɔmo ahyɛ ɔmo ho ma over Netherlands anya the next Netherlands will be 7 or 8 but ɔmo say 2 na me so ɔmo yi ɔmo na ɔmo di agragra na ɔmo akɔte baako ɔmo te baako na ko say Tunisia baby bi ɔmo de baako abere na sa o scam send go for the job music o and you say people can say ye corner ye best aba me may coach o what is saying $200,000 but oyeting
or lose too much is about too much
according go for the sick wa cost scam home akwadwo music edi
so no tin be
na you see the baby into what banner team new coach into say nye coach na so what exactly I think say Tunisia they were not prepared for the tournament mentally be you go ball no more ball no cry you could like this or more ball or more boss say yen defeat you more unlike Keved for no ball clear tactics no I think say was so very good coach no started building team for them na nye cry
I'm Croatia for new am say enkofu omukonya sa Tunisia for kombenya points
with time no more build but yembo Cote d'Ivoire for abaso bobo say like omo bo Africa ball na Cote d'Ivoire omo bobo
no so
bounce na because African teams ni nya so obehyewa onya se ba ko mienu pe minim ubo sa ndi ni yare who studies are there
be so Cote d'Ivoire no na omo obufu pa omo share one bra nipa bra sa no omo share second
na go cry serious and go for no there is one thing about African nations there you settle for little. We don't want to go all out. So yenya bibiki to be in the eyes of the world. I am contempt with that. And I will say narratives nature because I know Cote d'Ivoire say na so almost making history. Say when ya Curacao which me say the bear 5 na nko say also call worker was 5 but mo say 1 we born na no more. I to say like omo wie bibia. And who say Africa is thriving over the United States. And we are thriving. I'm expecting at least 5 nations to make it. But Andy said, "Nyoma ko ye bia ibenya more than 5." As it stand, the only African nation now here condemned, Tunisia. But all others, still have chance to want to make it. Into how it's going to go. But I think it's been very good tournament for us. And me per se, Saibari or equally as a Moja record at least.
Goose.
Yes. Well, now. Yes, I say I am another feather in our cap. It's in Nigeria for some mushebi.
Natural omunka.
Kula bisi check o message. Seems to send you a message.
Yeah. I'll say, Andy Maxwell is not entirely right. In America, soccer is an elite game. It is expensive to play soccer as a kid as compared to other sports. The underprivileged skills choose the other sports due to lack of financing. Check the background of all the American players. They belong to the rich family, unlike other sports.
Okay, until like I was saying, say football no. Say about in terms of choosing sports now, football no way today. So that is right. But the reasons into your choosing or not there, so it makes it great, which I don't know, say finances. But what I know is that most of these boys would like to have a career in a different field than football. And see what it means that says our boys when you say yes, expensive, no, are buying subsidizing a buffema. Most of the boys in the to me and the hiding choose football and that will help. I say South Africa, the entire normal brand say after Omoje AFCON before the say Omani Mediano. Abrofono echo or manical career or cricket. Any your friend is saying a rugby. When him saying no more to my world champion, no more jai ball nama before two bones and then Ubehum Bruni Cross South Africa team maybe I won't be a 1-1 or 2-2. So I thank him for the message. But the US your margin is to say born on Besaji will we say Andy forget about the premiership everything on Besaji.
Work available our country say Juma Pai our these countries say work and pay. Denmark, Austria, and a UK work and pay a Juma. Now the number to call is 0550 218 294 0550 218 294. Almost a Juma and a pie work and pay. Denmark, Austria, and the United Kingdom. And I say, man, and so me a PO T and edit. TMFA. Now, young fisherman and to us, young the Black Stars of Ghana camp. Team no at Alande, Philadelphia, and my images to be Naya where Philly because Nyami had on Saturday watching yen game against Croatia, Philadelphia, and a Sama and so a bit me across Nanra, Omo camp. mpenfo awu pi ene kopie mu e Black Stars camp a twese nkomo no so de dodo na enso etimi ko so na yeni kan entie Yera Kurt Edwin Simon Okriko no the FA president here occupying a very brief now we introduce mpenfo aba to the players and the technical team we are near BT other conversations of course, and this is Kurt's way introduction nisemi.
And I'm sure that you've heard my voice so many times, so I don't have to talk too much. I would respectfully invite my sector minister to say a few words, and then the baton will be changed thereafter. Thank you.
Ti eno Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku NHS say mo de Martin Kabebrebe ti miniasem biaka eno invite the sector minister Honorable Kofi Adams na yenti ensem the sports minister and so editor Mrancherenim.
You need to hear the fresh voices, starting from Toronto, our vice president. And so you have in our midst today people who think about our goodness and our development. Of course, like the president said, he's one of the key supporters of those who have helped us to travel this far and to bring your brothers and sisters from Ghana to also come and support you. So I don't want to speak much. Let me equally also transfer to our Minister for Foreign Affairs, who has equally made it possible for all of us here and after that.
The Honorable Kofi Adams and also introduce and as I hand over baton Edema Honorable Okuya to Agbaka ono the Foreign Affairs Minister and Honorable and so in our platform no yintin semwa oka editorial players no
watching and everybody is saying that look, you cannot rule out the Black Stars and you better give the Black Stars their due and give them the respect that they deserve. So we are going to write contrast President Mahama today. It's your number one fan, and I want to bring you very warm greetings from His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, who, as you know, is your ardent fan. He interacted with you virtually. He sent the Vice President earlier when you were in Canada, and he has asked us to convey his respect, and he wishes that you know that he is rooting strongly for you. He's your number one fan, and he has a very special package for you when you return to Ghana after this tournament. You can trust President Mahama to deliver on his promise. So far, he has given you all that you need and all that is required. And we are very, very proud of what you have achieved on the field. We know that as you prepare for Croatia, you are going to make us even prouder, and you are going to defeat Croatia. If
the Foreign Affairs Minister, Honorable Okuja to Ablakwa, and only players no and Sweden Komana, business man, and also the brother to the president, Ibrahim Mama, and run on also a hobby. Na yerikai or say we impressed with Black Stars performance. I say crown person rush go fi na just say on more music or any kind no we are be the other one.
I'm a fan of football. I'm always scared to go and watch the football. But with this, I mounted the courage. When I got to London, I was going back home after a meeting. I said to the president, look, I want to go and watch this ball. So I said to him, this president, I want to go and watch the ball, but I'm scared. He says, you have to go and encourage the young men. And I came, but it was late for me to meet you before the game. But listen, you've really impressed me very, very well. Very, very well. And I was holding money back, even when I pledged. And I told the minister that, look, I won't give you the money till...
So Nasika crown home, but Ninano or the two actually, but we are no Sakache players ni say. Ono personally person investing in football na udi wati ti
in 2010, the president and I went to South Africa to watch the match, and we're up. And from then, I just said to myself that I won't follow football again. My son has actually been following football, and he has actually encouraged me to look into football. And I thought we were just coming to see players, but I've seen the technical team, and I'm very impressed. So you've done a good job. And with Jordan here, as a young boy, I saw starting football from my mother's house. I'm so also proud that he's actually grown up to be the captain of the Black Stars, where he would also mentor other young men. Most of the young men, I don't even know their names and their faces. I just hear the names and I can't put their face together. And I've heard the name Semenyo. I say, where is Semenyo from? Where is Semenyo from? And coming to see this team, it just reminds me of Agogo and how they came up and how they made us proud. So listen, guys, I'm going to follow your journey, and I'm going to also make sure that I invest in you, because not you alone, the technical team, you've done very well. And let's find many more Ghanaians who have untold. I see any good performance, but now I want to rush home and give him all the money.
And Comunibia, a course. So now, Coach Carlos Queiroz, and so editor Penny for him say, in fact, I'll say, oh no, if you say players, and I'll see a bomb abaso, and yet, or more coaches.
I try to be brief and to address, first of all, our gratitude for your support, for being here. Sometimes the word thank you, we use it so many times in so many different circumstances that start to lose the really meaning of saying thank you very much for your support. It is really from our hearts and our soul that we say thank you for coming here, because when we feel that you happy, the people happy, we feel proud, because it is because we have a great reward about our sacrifices and our commitment to the team. So thank you very much for coming here, and we take it not as a compliment, but as a gesture of more responsibility for us to do better and better. The second thing, in our lives, coaches, sometimes we are the target. Special national team coaches, I learned that it is a man with the country or without the country, against the country or without the country. That's our job. That's why we are the coaches. And you sent in my name some compliments. Without this beautiful stuff, was not special. In front of you, I want to say thank you to our boys, because they understand, they accept my lead. It's not easy in a few days to do everything, but without them, without this staff, it was not possible. So I want to share with them your compliments, because they deserve it much more than me.
Coach Carlos Queiroz, and you're telling Canada, Jordan, are you a captain for the side? Honestly, say, I'll catch and Penifue by say, I won't come through government officials, any dignitaries, they say, do you almost chance, you know? I feel crown of my chance.
Good morning, our leaders. We want to thank you guys for this visit. I think we've shown that we're capable of performing at the highest level, and made you guys proud. But it's not finished. This is just a starter. So we'll do our best to go as far as we can, but we'll take it game by game. We'll take it game by game. Croatia next, and try to get a convincing win, and we'll take it from there. But I want to thank you guys for your visit, for your encouragement, and especially Uncle for the extra bonus giving us. We're really confident about the future, and I want to thank you guys for your visit. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, Captain Jordan, are you so someone what the S2 yana? But you come and visit no echo so much it in somewhere. Pennyful players no. Actually, coach Jordan and so they are also Kenyan.
we are lessons to not just the players, everybody. So main can say honestly they say any title we are Ibrahim Mahama, just Ibrahim Mahama. On crowd the BBS on he just want to be a simple man. Or say o make key promise Edema Blasters. And I know what your part na kano. Now or hese Blasters beat me abo ball and some of the party nako. But here Blasters performance no. Or kwa ni money mu ye. Na ne pledge no ye no balance na kano. Or de kwa so. I'm very sure. Say pledge no ye no. And a Blasters echo walk up your montimi ankwanko ba and kisikana kan guntua. Ajuma yi and it me fo bi ajuma. Ne amano contract. Ne aka che ne say we say we are. You say be ma. I know somebody a promising a car. After being 6 months no or kwa kwaje car no omo pam free office. Say adwuma na de ma say bra be ye no. Untimi nye na de promise on de amount. O say na no Blasters ball game ni wie no. Me ka kire o say Ghana Nibia will not consider how much we are spending on the Blasters me boy. Sky spending on Blasters won bia no. Obia no na dwun be koso. Because and yes, Ghana any problems. Ghana still have problems. But in this small period, now Blasters, able baller, Blasters and Nijino, and the nation is happy. She quantify the mood of the nation into monetary terms, and the untimi who the amount of money kebeti masa the whole nation no ama yesa mood no. Ntimi sure that omo motie kire nyina no. Andy, Obia try say do ye pledge the Otria the Akani Biano, Obia the Beko because Blasters performance no merit said the say here Biano, ye hear the mom. Now to Ibrahim Mama. Or say he would like to invest in them.
Yeah.
And before somebody say obey invest you no any talent no an effort obia na every person ye bibi me kai say Carlos Puyol oya akwada na okọ Barcelona academy no unse no mo ye justifier o pie no unu ba sama ne papa ka kire no ni papa say so okọ na se pick other players ahead of him because of talent or Mrefi. But se pick other players ahead of him because of lack of air commitment manema. So we have seen say England and boy no, and they are so much talent than Ghana. But on that day no players no me no Ghana ni England the players show much more commitment than Ghana. I have seen Blasters play games at Lucy. Nagana for heli wakasu.
Yeah.
Players na ya single out one player. Ni e bona baso not because I win you. Ya Lucy game no mine uraho but you say one player be the more or show effort and show commitment. Kenei ye niabra na ye fire Blasters ye criticize om ni nyina no andi omutie ya omoye ho adwuma no e ho mfaso no wan edi
amwa
and then Ibrahim Mahama say he is going to invest in them o kofie promise na ye no o say be fulfill the aka no e no sa aka to aso say aban winning bonus any aban promises ni de e no kwa de e pass through parliament e be che ni de o hia parliament bia o de brɛ omo and was I can't so say ne dear no ebe kese as no money dear. So if the country is giving them about 30,000, having said send the back kese than no man dear no ebi each player equal 50,000 minimum must them was say 10,000 create be by any pay the best for the players. It is sometimes any break near can blast as a same ye can say the effort in we don't see commitment and if they show effort if they show commitment now they start giving results Ghana for ni beje ho a de Ghana ni a ordinary enam street mu no ni dia ne say Andy na ni age ene ekrasa boy enka Blasters winia omoka onto jesi
mesa to bi kura
mesa to jesi ani gye no so no ada ani patrimu odin time oni age wo twa bi na wo to bi che na wasa aboka woni gye a wonya firi mu anu no. But in terms of air direct benefit omo mu nyamfa so firi mu no, when Black Stars play well omo me closer to the team. Today FA president nanimunti pressure what so nyina say Ghana football air form no. In fact, in this short period no obiara ka Ghana football aba form pressure free no so sika bia air Black Stars mu na air che no and obenya bi management committee members benya bi technical team benya bi players benya bi ba omo ko yi ana ka first game ekodigu ye second game ekodigu ya and enka promises ya making nyina no enkengo ka wada esofa minu mienu de be ya ne se be disappointed ye rebe ho Ghana nya de Nigeria for trolly ye ukọ air Twitter edit TikTok no akohwe bia na obu ofu de and de be to no, but in terms of air monetary terms and kento akatua so adwuma be nke nyi mfiru nsem sila be adwuma sila be transia obenya content aye o listeners beti o but omo di hu faso no players no anyway omo ancient lessons in film sabi enye cap o
David
yenye cap. In fact yen qualify crime free group stage in mu
ya sha Panama in England about draw.
Panama na share one and in England about draw, but the England game near boy no any the way we played any the fighting spirit also be anya bre person ye bibi. And sometimes will be an investor here no investor and not just about talent. E will be a or you committed na nyabri person ye bibi na investor invest in you. And for Ibrahim Mama to say I'm going to invest in you no say he saw the place omonya bre omo commitment and they wanted to do something for themselves and for their country. Me one player, to be quite frank, I am extremely happy for Benjamin Asare. Akwara breu. So bianti only delay interview now. Go to YouTube. Delay interviews Benjamin Asare. Koko Tiebi. Still bending in our IB paying. Unia confession in our paying. Ye can't obrefwa. The life no I pass it through so many ways. Wabedu baby Odria. Benjamin Asare. And if I want blaster players, so be a benyesika. I'm expecting them to get money, not because of so many players, but Benjamin Asare. Benjamin go walk up where we. That's why I na go cry be moi. Sika Benjamin beti benya free sa walk up we no. And it's me establishing no. Teteneni bra obre ni nyina no. And the icing on the cake aba at the latter stages of his career. Ghana man na say o ma fa say ko no ho. I mean,
say sister, if you say,
what is over the Jollof
or the body neighbor,
but your Mufa Cameron Twan, so who do watch and say, the body neighbor, the baby was so big Jollof.
So, or the kitchen won't be your son, Nasi. No, sister, if you are kitchen home. No, yeah, you're not Benjamin to no boy. We are not about Jollof. Come on. And Benjamin, but you also need to get into that. Benjamin, one go walk up on $100,000. Amana said the UTA. I'm not trying me. I don't mean pay body shaming. Me money pada. Minti me money pa. And you know the man. No matter how a person is, I hate when people are body shaming somebody. And you untimi money pa. And I said the Benjamin Tieno. Sada nyame bono. Untimi nsesano. But Benjamin pa mbisa the trim. Said nye walk up we. Any sika abane hona a man fras ya omninya relationship ebe so bunya contact no kombeba time na no nya blaster call up no nipa no mo tena ye no andi honest angrofo na ntena Benjamin must begin to ignore all those attention seekers omo eye gold diggers. They have seen gold, they are coming to dig. And I'm so happy for Benjamin Asare. Andi so be bressa obi tibi bressa de ko wo mu oba bressa only that no the womb. And some few people and obe ohun brother or the religious are not the womb. But obi tiri bressa andi abraboni ba be wie no na nhire bia ba Benjamin typical story of the litter. Nyame nhira no na blasters enye sika na obi enye sika nka Benjamin every work up yi be nandi nka minimum or the be $200,000 na ebe fi. Nyame nsuru nipa nsuru nipa na nipa nsuru nyame
Benjamin Asari enya $200,000 mo bia nko kan kire ne se e ono nti ne man friend no oje percentage afrim untimi nyi se menyo sika nye Benjamin Asari sika because and between Benjamin Asari and semenyo when say eji ni sika free nsem
nye semenyo
ba ebe ja semenyo ma na aji ni sika nyina inaki baji ni sika nyina Benjamin na oye local player no hia sika na wabre no wan hwe obenya $200,000 no obi aka Joseph abe $100,000 alaji guza ka kire me boa so ko work up dey ka say sika de man no o metua percentage bi fa nto baabi untimi fa sa ade ni enye wo mu sika dada no be de Benjamin stronipa na so nyankopon na wo se Benjamin abre bia this opportunity no Benjamin may not get it again do Benjamin bia no munshra so fama boy no fa money bra na oye obrefo wa bre
manager 50 say Christian $200,000 say $1 million.
So, was it $100,000? And Tidia can say,
pay them no,
and pay them and bear $30,000 advance. No, Minas will be more than $200,000. But a baby, you know, nine change also Ghana for the penasem. Baby, you know, Naganatica for we are friend, near money be a bear $20,000, near money bear $30,000. But officially, Sika Benjamin Betty from the World Cup, made them try the barest minimum. Be $200,000, $200,000 no men ko heb Benjamin anim enka so mfa 20% ma jano mo fa ni sika ko boni bra
na nation
Andy
bremo na
manager so
manager
so on chairman na so manager
so the BIA report na no so e wonche
and the richest man so
yeah
so mu nyina etie
yeah
okay catch the world richest man so who dia Mr. Ibrahim Mahama akoye no
okay so ati
anti ono so almost no mbesa metenenka
okay
Name was Sembia Minute for better as we mean Canada, but the etini. Also, Mr. Ibrahim Hammer or promise $5 million for the Black Stars.
Yeah,
but already we're making payment of $2 million. And the deeper back was here can you? We're making payment of $2 million. It's left with $3 million. But Mr. Ibrahim Hammer na minimum no say koya and koya crowd with you. But Andy, says can you skak it all? $5 million as some near can get you, which it is, and yes, Kitwa some near can
also depends on who is promising. So, won't you make it
exactly? For Nipa Bako, Christian, it is true. If Mukra Homo was Scabatonia,
yeah, they will not do it.
There are different between Obia or War Akuma Pan and some way new Obio was Scabo Tilsilani. It's for him to have done that. If he say Yami true engineers and planners, and no promise here. But maybe they are the surprise. But what I say, because me nimbi obi ani me na mbese me no che. Mr. Ibrahim Mahama. If ne papa, sana na ne papa tie. Ena aba ne manimu. Into the he one ne bra president. Na he president man so. Na he omu nyina lifestyle no musuban. Omo ye nkofo a omo do nipa. Omo bro mo ho ase. Ena andi se omo nye bibi mmoawa. Omo ho ntom. Nti kitwe bi krom wo media. They want to share it. There are people who are very honest. When they tell you say Andy meye we amawa, they will do it. And omo dwene nipa ho. And this my culture menka say sikani be mfa ne de ma enti untumi mforce obi aso mfa ne sikambra mpa choti mate on ne de na ade. But for him to have done that, it's a good thing. Ne father the late MP Ibrahim Mahama unsa na ne papa no ye MP ewo bole ho na that near for East or West Gonja ena President Mahama so ebe na unim story na mature omo father ene me grandfather were very good friends like this, but my grandfather membe huno. This is a story that my dad told me. And say na my father no so na ye my grandfather's no na ye MP what say we baby any be quiet and we also be quiet. And say in our first republic that they were living together, we were friends going together. So my dad told me all this story that there were people who were very good, they were doing things and everything together. And say omu yankofo bi andi yadia into omu nyina kra normal residents Salvation akra Ringway estate ho sisi ho no mo de see Salvation Church because na a different building be na. So that is how they are. My grandfather don't know after the coup no be your man here was every anything your friend me saying to say everybody say my mother side ne free was aside. And that is how they are very good people. Andy omo cast ombe ya di ombe or can't see me the oil and I surprise at all because Andy $5 million and yes more money and now I cross or be invested in boys no I can assure say he even do more better until you done say but yes your best at the scaffold Andy Bazawati must say so almost on 4 more the anything and make because my case is here on my escaffold the omo de ba mo ho den de omo de ba omo so omo knowledge de ba omo so omo nyansa de ba omo so omo ho den de ba ani bezo so what I say na nyina ya kan bom na ama oman e konenim and because of that the boys who make sure say baby cry no ma dwen yom so mbedru no ye ntra ho they should fight say na be ya say next time no say ebia or sign here bia and the watch he's or a businessman or ye na adwuma do you know the kind of business he owns? Oh, the brother mine, I go first near Kano, and the yes, that is my hometown. So, meaning the American BB Kitu be near Kano. And yes, more a Juma Kitu be near Kano, and call Yen Juma, but we jai so quahin. USA no acquiring, what motivated boys. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. The player themselves will know, say, indeed. So, workers will say no more tower, and the old Kowa Usrude. It's Mr. Brian Mama, you've done very well, and God should richly bless you for that. Meaning, said the next World Cup, crab my 20, because the Hawaii Yami crab show Muama 20. Says scaffolding in that work gun and this so BSO ye kakra, Ebimu yebi. Bebre yebi pa. But say BSO yen kakra. It will not only enye abine, because Ghana and Africa abine, we are there yensa and so on. And so more ya 2 months, no musu yebia. And the Nyaminsha na yenda na say, but yen so boys no so we make sure say, or maybe yeah, but so it's na US watch. I think you do semi-final. Now it's what to bet now our tournament in now. It's Nyaminsha.
Sorry, back also. I did a international attention. Nana Kokubun someday. Everyone BBC for Inafa. Ni serious or they spell it to Hurricane so. Interview no amana kwakubu sama be so popular
no mo career now say the amount money agency say so say release
we release no
say o say in ya for mo nya de o mo hwe no o mo de say ye bibi na ya na nyo so o mo na nya ya excuse nya ni bobo na bibi ni ye say do mo tie
but who story na who am who say Fabrizio Aposti
Fabrizio story no Fabrizio story oh nana
o say
nana so the work up ya ni deeper
ba ko na or the two Ronaldo 2014 Ronaldo show and the Anton was in baby mo bianca ba we
na say zanka you see your friend bisa na say na Ronaldo de no and as I die be anya bi
the England for GD any Hurricanes a
chance now say
no me see the be ejuju na
if you won't say tia won't say even England for abro for no crown o ma je di say bibi obom and Andy as my account say because mo say born here boy no ba ko kubu nsam onyere and they onyere
me dey na betra ka onyere
na sa asem ne ka onyere
na dey also onyere
no here ba no be a work Ronaldo dey want to anya dey na che say we na
say to acquire better
and we better yes Ronaldo
I say nya chance we say God was more
o be am Ronaldo mo kra be say o mo no mo bu afu
oh e better
fine o be chichiro na Ronaldo si ya chichiro na bo no wa pa sa no
he just been ala mi e be chichiro no
you they
say chichiro nko langa be ka no antiana if you are a Christian Chris if you are a Muslim Mus you are bobo they say say you know e shall be a bobo Joseph langa be ka
mbezo mo ka say ye ni mbo na e bibi na e ko he
ye dey fire ho ye dia show money en fire ho eni
in Ghana. Today is the D-Day. We should pray for everybody. If you are a Muslim, Muslim. If you are a Buddhist man, Buddhist. If you are Christian, Chris. If you are Atibobo, and make everything for Ghana. Thank you for the word so sweet.
Thank you for the word so sweet.
Binzika James, the witches and wizard, what would they do? Message you say, now by force on your day.
Yeah, so
imagine it.
Emafu Eba Clinic, Dr. Time that Sunday was seeming conscious about the time, to a year's Mr. Utiemi na yari achichire why your own ye concaution Saudi name media mouse still. I want to enter Emma, yari entini ya kwa wintimi kubia, and to anamo ne kopiemu ewo achuma agugu ne kushia Dr. Time that so on for time and 2 year and so now ento achuma agugu and a doctor on a number no, and yet I be here crack your two because be here 0244 774282 0244 774282 and a 0500 727215 0500 727215. Now when you know and so etimia bonkomo, but still don't forget Sobeko Sports Center. We come traffic light. No akwajo Black Stars JC. Aha, no akwajo JC kama no washi. Wo nyame admo chene say gina kono. Na SO Obstacle Enterprise SA. Oh, your building projects now we do tiling over to tiles are a SO Obstacle Enterprise and also do any extra one and the tiles papa they from Twyford make castle tiles different colors the different shapes different design sizes no the need be and so at media but so o tiles ne there and for one inch baby tiles are papa ne bonus I come SO Obstacle Enterprise no branches no we do return so opposite the palace a room 3 branches back we adjacent Ejaba Jurabim a room post office opposite and a room so I say ben a champagne palace one Mabrepa Junction so no Women County Hospital and a opposite number of frame 0244 458 542 0244 458 542 Gingermet Dental Clinic obi a wutie me na wanya ese problem bia wo seso abu apai to kra be dem so we obi a sabi okasana pampan efro no halitosis yare oba gingermet da ye beboa onso pesa o sie fita o pesa o she braces o pesa o she silver na say gold teeth ni bia gingermet say brane enya ne kama enfama ko ye bia na o se efemfemo gingermet kuma se Abrepo Junction Bantama High Street Total Filling Station na chiwo eno wo sanso na dun kran wamu ewo nungwa omani NDC office no opposite afei Tachiman Maxi Market Kenten Route and Omo. A Honsa number is 0598 731 0598 731 Na Udomo and Su Ininkomo. Na Kumasi Agro Processing Company Limited and the Angel Kill Insecticide no and so diaba makacho. Se oye koko kweni maintenance markate Emma me say wajuma din awaye. Maintenance Emma Blackpool disease MSA wajuma wadi awaye wabra yawa Angel Kill Insecticide eye Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana hwemaja tumi sampa eboa ehye samoamo ne sa yade nyina se Emma okoko no enso wutimi tene kama Emma sumdwe enso eba eye Angel Kill Insecticide kutobi afei ebeso doso organic liquid fertilizer no babade ne ma wonsanka bi woye kuani na wodo eye tomatoes cabbage pepper onion sa nyama ni nyina atoso de no make sure say asase no ubenya ebeso doso organic liquid fertilizer enso edi aguso na ma eye wono bae no ni nyina enso enyuni kama nyasem keto akra 0548 618 025 0548 618 025 Menapa Royal Guest House ewo Shim School Junction Grace Gift enche honma na so fa ni modma also California Food Joint eho ena menapa ewo baby a obeda wasum ebedwo kama security 24 hours and can you gina 24 hours in so follow 24 hours menapa ewo shuttle opese be fa anyway niema enso de ba free ewo 0543 55666 0543 55666 we internet connectivity Kenny Rose internet solution friend baby I hope say set up internet connectivity dem obi aro free Kenny Rose obeba be and so the amount on 0208 282810 0208 282810 na bibia enye kama enso enfama yenya aya quick birthday say na yen sorry na fi no inyemu enfama ambitious na ometo aso emfade akanyina no so into me emra well Didika, happy birthday. Eko Ediama Prince Kwaku Amwa. Na Prince immigration officer ewe Lubu. Wilfred Dorothy NOC and show a happy birthday. Into Prince Kwaku Amwa. Happy birthday to you. So Anna. We say happy birthday to Mrs. Susanna Bediako. Dora Mama Susie ewo Dusseldorf Mrs. Susanna bidi akomama Susie awo Dusseldorf ene your birthday. You will show a happy birthday today. And we also happy 70th birthday to Mr. Krobo Edusei. Mr. Krobo Edusei, and 70 years and now from Omanina, and almost more will show a happy birthday. Young Granny, also happy birthday to the CEO of Bibia Bayer Fine. The CEO of Bibia Bayer Fine. And then ASU and so with that. You wish you a happy birthday today. Happy birthday to you, sir. Sanso and I will say happy birthday to Kwajo Yaboa Ewo Yuki. Over one thing, Hona Woos. There's also about 2 Woos now. Kwajo Yaboa. Happy birthday to you, sir. And finally, we echo area Madam Victoria Abuajoa. Madam Victoria Abuajoa Ewochede Achuma Kwangoma District and a birthday to your days we show a happy birthday today. Okay, eno said you seminar AC etie eno white. Ti yewe na yen fancy. Oi. We dey trying to move fan chewe. Eyi edi bi wa ha si. Eyi edi bi e wa ha. Okay. Paki e Fidelity Bank. Na Paki say ne ne ma me preocupe. The late Madam Ama Asantewa. The late Madam Asantewa, 4th and 5th of July 2026. Ewa Santiachim. And and so bit me about on the 4th and on the 5th. There's a bear next week, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. And Paki should say Ewa na almost so enkura enye kama efefio. Okay. And te whatever see na sorry abisho seba na biake biano odiri nyina enso abeto nyankopon ya admo kina ye the extended version of a pure sports no weekend edition and so ebetimi diaba. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed. Good afternoon.